live in a world where everyone wants to judge themselves by a single moment. We ask ourselves, what's the least I need to do to feel successful today? That question will never get you where you want to go. Real success isn't about the minimum effort. It's about asking, what's the most I can bear? How much can I push myself to grow? That's where the extraordinary begins. Humans didn't become the apex of the planet because we were the strongest or even the smartest. We survived because we adapted. We learned. We changed. You were born with nothing. No skills, no knowledge, no roadmap. Just you, fragile, figuring things out as you go. Your real job isn't to be great today. Your job is to build yourself, brick by brick, every single day, until one day you become the person you're meant to be. It's a long, hard process. You start out terrible at something. You stumble, you fail, you doubt yourself, and you keep going. That's the point. Every master you admire today once sucked at what they do. They weren't born extraordinary. They became extraordinary by committing to the process, by refusing to settle for average, and by putting in the hours when nobody was watching. And yes, it's exhausting. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but it's the only path to real greatness. Most people never get here. They want the rewards without the work. They want the jewels, the recognition, the applause. They want the highlight reel, but not the hours of repetition, failure, and blood, sweat, and tears that make the highlight possible. And that's why most people plateau. They never push past the discomfort. They never dig deep enough to see what they're truly capable of. But you have a choice. You can embrace the hard, slow, messy process of building yourself. You can decide that each day you're going to put in the work that matters. Not to impress anyone, not to be admired on social media, but because you know what you're capable of becoming. You do it when nobody's watching. You do it for yourself, and that, my friend, is where the power lies. That's where real transformation begins. And here's another thing most people get stuck on. Obsession with the outcome. We want instant success, instant validation, instant results. But greatness isn't built by chasing a trophy or a headline. Greatness is built by becoming someone who can deliver a championship performance every single time. Because you've mastered yourself, your craft, your mindset. You've put in the hours when it hurt, when it was lonely, when it felt pointless. And suddenly, when the moment comes, you're ready. You don't just perform, you excel. Because you've prepared. It's about being obsessed with the process. Every day, asking yourself, how far can I go? What can I achieve today that I couldn't yesterday? It's about grinding, growing, refining. It's about understanding that the only thing you can truly control is your effort, your discipline, your willingness to face discomfort and keep moving forward. The rest, the recognition, the success, the applause, it's secondary. It will come naturally when you become the person who's capable of greatness. And here's the reality. Check your will file. You will feel frustrated, exhausted, even hopeless at times. But those moments, they're the bricks of your foundation. They're the proof that you're pushing boundaries. They're what separate the people who talk about greatness from the people who actually live it. Every setback, every misstep, every time you feel like quitting is an opportunity to prove to yourself just how strong, capable, and relentless you can be. So stop worrying about the echo. Stop worrying about who's watching, who's judging, who's applauding. Focus on the shout inside you, the part that believes you can become more, that knows you're capable of extraordinary things, that refuses to settle for mediocrity. Every day until the day you drop should be about that, about building yourself, brick by brick, about showing up, even when it hurts, even when it's uncomfortable, even when nobody notices. That's where your real power lives. And here's where everything changes. When you stop focusing on being a champion and instead focus on delivering a championship performance, everything shifts. You realize that it's not the title, the award, or the recognition that matters. It's the person you've become in the process, the skills you've honed, the discipline you've built, the resilience you've cultivated. That's the real victory. That's the real legacy. So, ask yourself today, are you willing to put in the work, even when it's hard? Are you willing to embrace the process, to fail, to grow, and to push yourself past every limit you think you have? Because that's where greatness comes from. That's where the extraordinary is waiting. Build yourself brick by brick, every day, every challenge, every setback. And one day, when the world sees what you've become, you'll know this is real. This is yours. If this message hit you, comment iron below. This channel isn't for everyone, only for those who choose discipline over comfort. Subscribe if you re one of Tim. I'll see you at the top.